Good morning, KU. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Good Morning KU. I'm Michael Garrett.
I'm Coral.
So, Coral, a lot going on around campus today.
Hi, K viewers.
Specifically, the
I'm
buzz
Jay
has been about
Daniels.
the
Today we have a
student
special guest, Nico
activities,
Roberts.
cut
He is a
from the
senior
Revue
on
that happened last
KU's
weekend with
men's
students.
Yeah, I
basketball
read
team, as you
about
guys
it
probably
from
all know.
UDK.
Tomorrow's
Yeah,
his
it was
last
front page of
game
EDK.
in
It's
Allen Fieldhouse.
big
Thanks,
news.
Nico, for
And
joining
actually,
us.
tonight at
It's great
6
to be
o'clock
here.
in
Good. Okay, so
Alderson Auditorium here in the Union, the Finance Committee is getting together to kind of re-look at this fee cut. So for those of you guys who aren't aware, basically what happened is, so when you pay tuition, you're paying like $440 some of required campus fees. Those fees get allocated among all sorts of places. One of the places being student union activities. So they get about $5 of your 400 some dollars.
Yeah, but if added up, then it's a lot of money.
It's a huge budget. It really is, because we have about 22,000 undergrads at KU. So you multiply that by 5. I mean, I'm not good at math, but that's
Yeah.
that's quite a bit of money. So their fee actually got reduced from $5 to $4.50. So that was the new proposal, which is like what, 10%
Yeah.
decrease. So that's a 10% decrease in their budget, which is that's pretty substantial. And I think in the paper that it said that they're gonna they're gonna cut back on activities like the campus movie series, which I know is pretty popular.
Yeah, not in American students, especially for those exchange students and international students, where they don't have transportation. Then
Oh,
what
right.
they're going to do during weekend?
So is that pretty popular among international students? I know you being an international student.
At least for my freshman year,
Your freshman year?
Yeah, because I don't have a car, so I can't drive around. So the only thing I can do is just watch movie on campus, or go something just do something fun on campus.
Because I know that the student union activities are pretty popular among a lot of students, so I think this is going to affect a wide range of people.
Yeah.
But you also have to look at it from the student side that money's tight these days, and they've got to figure out where they can cut, and if I'm sure there's good reasoning behind both sides. It's not just oh man, they're cutting SUA money and that's
Yeah.
they're evil and they're trying to just make everyone's life horrible. But it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I know this year it won't matter too much because that budget's kind of been set.
Yeah.
Has been set for the end of this semester, but as far as next semester goes, see some changes. So.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in that, you should check it out. 6 o'clock in Alderson. You can go and express your opinion and see what's going on. So it's your civic duty.
Yeah.
Go and see how that's going.
So actually, Michael, do you like eat snacks?
Yes, clearly. I clearly eat a lot of snacks. They're my favorite.
Have you ever noticed, the American size, all the snacks, no matter drinks or food, all snacks, their size is really big.
Yeah, it's interesting because because I've traveled a lot, I studied abroad last semester and stuff, and everything everywhere else in the world is tiny. You get there and you're like, this is not. You buy a drink and it's this big.
Yeah, that's the small size, but if you go to McDonald's, a medium size. No, I mean the small size is medium size in other countries.
Yeah, and you actually did a story on portion sizes recently, right? Because you went to the Mass Street Sweet Shop and kind of looked at portion sizes in the U.S. and how those have been increasing.
Yeah, that was kind of story I did last week. Actually, I did about the sugar, American desserts contains too much sugar last week, and then I figured out then the American size, the portion size is also increasing, and also a lot of Americans they're craving snacks or desserts just because they want to eat more and more. They have better eating habits.
So that's kind of where we're at right now, is that mixture of the bad habits and the big portions.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's take a look at Coral's story.
1 bite, 2 bites, 3 bites. No way to stop. Andrew Christ just wants to eat more and more and more. The cookies plus these colorful candies and the chocolate truffles are too yummy to deny.
A lot of options out there. I mean, you can get cupcakes or cakes or ice cream. You can get coffee with lots of sugar in it. So each one sort of just raises the bar a little bit, ups the ante.
But Andrew is not the only one who can't control his appetite. And some people want to grab sweets just for other reasons. Mass Street Sweet Shop's owner, Michelle Miller, says having several pieces of chocolate or candies make people feel good after work.
We kind of reward ourselves with things when we get stressed out or, we get addicted to things. People can come here and get a treat or something sweet, and it could be relatively small to something bigger.
A report from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration shows the types of sweets are increasing, and so are the serving sizes. For example, 20 years ago, a muffin was only 1.5 ounces and had 210 calories. But today's muffin is 4 ounces and has 500 calories. As a result, eating one muffin today equals to eating several muffins in the past. That means the body has gotten used to the size of the daily snacks.
A lot of it has to do with what's in your head, and it's like it's really hard to stop eating something even though you know it's wrong, because you may have a chemical imbalance, a hormone imbalance. If you're eating those types of foods, then you're going to crave those types of foods. So if you're eating sweets, even if it's just one time a day, then you're going to crave sweets more than if you weren't eating them at all.
Once people unknowingly develop bad eating habits, getting rid of those habits is a pain. Korulu, KUJH TV.
Michael, how do you like my story?
It's good. It's really interesting. I think the part of the poor eating habits really hits home where I eat garbage all the time. Like I'm just not healthy.
Yeah, well,
That's a problem.
well, you can change in future though.
Because when I was watching that video, all I wanted to do was just eat everything that I saw. The big muffins and everything in my face, man.
Yeah, I talked to the lady from Lawrence Lawrence Weight Loss Center, and she actually told me that they have 90% of participants in Lawrence Weight Loss Center. They all having troubles, like problems about bad eating habits, and they're trying to fix this problem. And the age is getting younger and younger. You know, a lot of children, they have these problems as well because their parents, they are not controlled.
Because their parents don't show them the good eating habits. And I know, being a college student, I know a lot of my friends have terrible eating problems.
Yeah.
So. All right, well, coming up next, we're going to have Sam Logan, the executive producer of Rock Chalk Revue, here with us to talk about Rock Chalk, which actually starts tomorrow evening. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. I'm here with Sam Logan, the executive producer of Rock Chalk Revue. Sam, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, yeah, appreciate it.
So, Rock Chalk starts tomorrow, getting pretty excited.
Yeah, getting excited. We've had a week long of rehearsal, so it's been long hours, but it's a ton of fun.
So, for those of our viewers who aren't familiar with Rock Chalk, could you give us like a quick explanation of what really is Rock Chalk Revue?
Yeah, it's tough because there's a lot of things involved with it, but it's basically a year-long of philanthropy and community service activities with living organizations paired that all boils up to this week, which is show week, when we actually put on 3 nights worth of shows at the Leeds Center, and each living organization pair puts on a self-written 25-minute musical that incorporates elements of campus life to community organization, different things.
And all that money is going to some kind of benefactor, correct?
Yeah, we have 2 benefactors, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Douglas County and the Dreammaker Fund at KU Endowment. And both, the last 10 years or so, I'd say our annual donations have averaged about $70,000. So we're really excited about that and hope that this year we can have a number that's hopefully closer, somewhere near that. So
it's a pretty good goal.
I hope we reach it.
So me personally, when I hear Rock Chalk Revue, I instantly think Greek life. Now, is this something that other people can get involved with that maybe aren't involved with Greek life?
Rock Chalk is open to any living organizations. This year we were really excited. This was the first year in a long while we'd had scholarship halls that were involved in it. So it's something that we're open to anybody on campus who has an organized living organization that's recognized by the university. They're allowed full participation just like anybody else. I think just in the recent years it's become a Greek-heavy thing just because the houses have typically been heavily involved, but we're hoping to really kind of expand that reach that we have.
So potentially could like a dorm room or, I mean, like a dorm like hall or
yeah,
floor
they could certainly do that. It's written out in the bylaws for any of them to participate as much as they'd like. So
very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how long has Rock Track been going on for? I mean, I know it's kind of like a KU tradition.
Yeah, this is the 65th year of it. So we're really excited that it's been this many years. We've been thankful to always have a strong presence on campus, and we think it's going to be able to continue that way just as long as it's already been going on for.
That's awesome. So the other thing I was going to ask was like who's involved with it this year? So who do we have to look forward to for going
So this
to
year
Rock Track?
in the show we have 5 different shows. The first show that we have is put on by the women of Pi Beta Phi. The second show that we have is put on by the women of Tri Delta and the men of Delta Chi. The third show is put on by the women of Delta Gamma and the men of Pi Kappa Phi. Fourth show is the women of Kappa Alpha Theta, the men of Sigma Phi Epsilon, and the last show is the women of Chi Omega. So there's a lot going on there, a lot of moving parts.
I totally just put you on the spot there. But I am
fun.
Impressed that you could name all of those off.
It's kind of ingrained in my head at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure you're just like ready to go.
Absolutely.
So if I wanted to buy a ticket or was interested in coming, like when, where, how do I do
Absolutely.
this?
The Leeds Center box office will be open all day today, all day tomorrow, Friday also. You can also buy them online on the Leeds Center's website, but an important thing to note is today is the last day for the student ticket pricing.
Which is?
$21.
So if you want the bargain,
That's right.
Get on it today.
Hop on.
And the show's at the Leeds Center, obviously. What time
Correct.
does it start?
7 p.m., so that door's open at 6, so be there anytime after that.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you coming
Awesome,
on the show.
man, I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to it.
We
Rock
are
Track should
too.
be pretty cool. So
Yeah, I think so as well.
thanks for coming on the show. We're going to take
Thanks.
a quick break and we'll be back with the news.
Hi, I'm Jackson Vickery.
And I'm Gabby Naylor. This is your Good Morning KU News Update. The unrest in Ukraine has the United States and its allies seeking new ways to limit Russia's involvement in the former Soviet Republic. The deepening conflict between the East and the West has brought up the threat of economic sanctions and the suspension of an international summit scheduled in Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has not indicated any intentions of pulling his forces back from Crimea.
In campus news today, a change has been made in KU's social media policy. Instead of giving the university the ability to punish or fire a faculty member for inappropriate social media use, the new revision would make the policy more of a guideline. Professor Charles Epp said, "The revision encourages the use of social media that serves the mission of the university, as well as reminding faculty and staff that they shouldn't violate the law on social media." On April 16th, the final draft of the policy will be recommended to the Board of Regents. Tonight will be the last home game of the regular season for the men's basketball team as the Jayhawks take on Texas Tech. Seniors Tarek Black, Justin Wesley, and Nico Roberts will celebrate their final game in Allen Fieldhouse at 7 p.m.
Mount Everest is having a trash issue. It was announced on Monday that one of Nepal's tourism authorities that each person making the climb up Mount Everest must come back down with 18 pounds of trash. This is an effort to eliminate the estimated 50 tons of garbage that has been left over the mountain over the past 6 decades. Offenders will face serious legal action if they don't compromise with these measures. 10-year-old Jason Enting was suspended for 3 days for making a finger gun at school. Enting's father said that the child was just playing, and due to Ohio's zero-tolerance policy, action had to be taken. The principal of the school said that if this happened again, the suspension would be longer, if not permanent.
Rachel Channing, an 18-year-old from New Jersey, is suing her parents for living costs and tuition costs. The judge denied her emergency financial assistance on Tuesday. A former police chief said that the daughter left home because she didn't follow house rules. Their next appearance in court is in April. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us.